To Michael Knowles from your haters. I'm told that I am on Reddit. Not like I do Reddit, like post Reddit stuff, but I'm apparently a subject of Reddit. You can tell I'm not a Reddit poster because I don't have the fedora and I'm not a cringe atheist. But I have apparently made it to the big leagues, folks. So my producers thought it would be amusing if I read some of the fan mail from one of the sewers of the internet. Okay, here we go. Michael Knowles is classified as a level 3 domestic terrorist. You must avoid domestic terrorists at all costs. Do I want to be a level 1? What is level 1 higher than level 3, like is in terms of importance? Or is level 3, does it ascend? And then how high does it go? Is level 3 the highest? I would be honored by such a classification. No explanation of what terrorism I've engaged in. But what if it goes to 10 and I'm just a level 3 one? Like I don't even make the big leagues as a domestic terrorist. You know, terrorism does have a definition, which is when you target civilians with violence to achieve political ends, which to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever done. It's very strange because the kind of people who would say this would also sympathize with actual terrorists. It's kind of funny. Okay. All right. That was a little unsatisfying because I just don't know where the numbers are supposed to go. Bro literally looks like an edgy middle schooler. Was that so bad? They're telling me I aged gracefully. They're telling me that I'm a little fountain of youth. Because the other knock that I get a lot is people think I'm older than I am because maturity ages you. You know, wisdom really ages you. You know, a lady never tells, but I will. I'm 35. People sometimes think I'm 40 or something or older. Now they're saying I look like an edgy middle schooler. That's cool. Am I just a youthful sex symbol or am I a mature, wizened example of, elder statesmanship? This is from Peppercorn666, number of the beast. Okay. Michael, you ever consider self-immolation as a show of your support? Oh, this is in response to a tweet. Because I tweeted out, I said, I voted for Trump in 2016. I actually had a typo. I said, I voted for Trump in 2016. I voted for Trump with even greater enthusiasm in 2020. I will crawl over broken glass to vote for Trump in 2024. Oh, that was last year before the election. This is Michael, you ever consider self-immolation? That's kind of clever. You know, like sometimes a monk, like a Buddhist monk, will light himself on fire, or sometimes other unhinged people will just. That's good. He's telling me, he's telling me to kill myself. I'm not going to do it because that's a grave mortal sin, so I'm not going to do it. Too bad on you, Peppercorn666. Nice try. Not going to work, Buster. You got to give me better stuff than this. This isn't spicy. That was mild peppercorn. So this is in response to some tweet I had made. Corpus Christi, an important feast that dates back over 750 years, not a federal holiday. Juneteenth, a fake thing the libs invented 5 minutes ago, a federal holiday. Weird! Just an observation I made on the tweets. Response to that was, I know 2 things are for certain about Michael. He too is a religious fascist, and he hates black people. This is a point to clarify. This is a good teachable opportunity for the user is deleted, which unless that's some kind of esoteric thing, I guess doesn't exist anymore. Fascism is a political philosophy, ideology, that was developed by a number of people, but notably Mussolini, Giovanni Gentile, other people. The ideology of fascism is grounded on making an idol of the state. Ideologies tend to exalt one thing over another. Nazism exalts the race. Communism exalts the class. Those of us who want a more religious kind of political order, we would be exalting God. We would be exalting religion. Those are just different things. A little point of clarification. And then I hate black people because I don't want Juneteenth. Juneteenth is fake. There are like 5 black people who had ever heard of Juneteenth before 5 years ago. It's not a real thing. Do you know what Juneteenth celebrates? Doesn't celebrate the Emancipation Proclamation because that was put out by an evil white man, so it can't be that. It doesn't celebrate the 13th Amendment, which was ratified by those evil white men, which actually freed the slaves. Juneteenth celebrates the day, I think I'm right about this, it celebrates the day that the mailman made it to Texas and told some town in Texas that the Civil War was over and the slaves were free. It's like, that is it. It's Mailman Day. Mailman in Texas Day. Why is that a federal holiday? Would make much more sense for a feast like Corpus Christi or any other number of religious feasts. Get rid of Juneteenth. Okay, next one. Go to hillsdale.edu/Knowles, Knowles. There's a lot of confusion in the world today. Have you noticed? It's hard to find clarity and truth. A new Hillsdale College miniseries on colonial America offers a powerful reminder that the first Americans were searching for the same thing. They believed faith and reason revealed God's design for the world, and that understanding became the foundation of their bravery and their freedom. It is a stirring look at the ideas that still hold us together today. Hillsdale College has created a fascinating 6-part documentary series where their professors explore the religious, political, cultural, and economic ideas that shaped America's unique character during the colonial period. You will discover why the idea of liberty, especially religious liberty, drove settlers to risk everything crossing the Atlantic, how early Americans built local governments to rule and protect themselves, and why America became a place where virtue could lead to peace and prosperity. While most of us know about the Declaration of Independence as the birth of our nation, this course digs deeper into something a little more fundamental, the forging of the American character that made the revolution possible in the first place, and why reclaiming that character matters more than ever today. You know, this is a hobby horse of mine. I talk about the Mayflower a lot. Mayflower, great cigar brand. Best part, this mini-series is completely free and easy to access. If you want to learn more, Hillsdale has over 40 other free online courses on everything. Right now, go to hillsdale.edu/Knowles, Knowles, to enroll. No cost, easy to get started. That is hillsdale.edu/Knowles to enroll for free. hillsdale.edu/Knowles. Stipulation says 100%. Of all the Daily Wire folks, Matt Walsh is a dumb ASS, and Shapiro has stupid religious beliefs and his audience captured to hell. But Knowles, I swear to our Lord, killed squirrels in his backyard as a kid. You know, well, man, that's funny. Because usually, whenever people are throwing stones at DW, it's so they'll hit Ben for something he believes or for his voice or something, and then or for some issue he got wrong, like Trump or something, and then they'll hit Matt for, I don't know, they could insult his intelligence, or they'll insult his look, or so they'll insult, but usually the way they attack me is they say, oh, Michael's nice, you know, he's too nice, he's like a wimp, he's not, he needs to be meaner, like he's got to be like brutal, like mad, or, you know, just like slicing with facts like Ben, or so. Like they'll compare me unfavorably to my colleagues, but it's always like I'm too nice. This one, they're saying I'm a sociopath, and they're saying Ben and Matt are the nice ones, which I guess I should be honored about. Because maybe that's the truth. You ever think about that? Try getting a reservation at Dorsia now. Okay. All right. Well, I kind of like that one. That's kind of fun. Saying I'm a killer, man. I'm a psycho. And we're coming down to the end of these. From is from deleted. Michael Knowles has no authority on telling who is and who isn't a white supremacist. He literally advocated Arbeit macht frei talking points in the Political Compass video on the question about inflation versus unemployment. Arbeit macht frei means work makes you free, which was over Auschwitz. And I said, I'm trying to I don't want to be fair to this person. I don't think I said Arbeit macht frei, but my view of freedom is that freedom involves doing things, and freedom is for something, and it's not just, you know, like loafing around. So I guess, I don't know, he's wrong in as much as I'm not a Nazi. I didn't, you know, I wasn't rejected from art school, but he probably is like getting onto something about how I understand freedom. Anyway, fascists do sure love trying to dictate who is and isn't fascist. I know he said white supremacist, but the point still remains. Also, those aren't the same thing. I'm not a skinhead, not a fascist. I bet my life savings and all my organs that Michael Knowles is a racial essentialist of some kind. A racial essentialist. What does that even mean? A racial, like the races are pure essence? Like buddy, I am a swarthy Southern Italian. You ever see True Romance? That'll tell you something. Southern Italian, Anglo-Irish American, whose forebears go back to the Mayflower, which is a great cigar company, by the way. Does he mean that like race exists? That there is a variety among the races? I suppose I believe that. I don't know anyone who would seriously dispute that. including the libs. The libs are all about, like, we got to protect the race. They have a group called La Raza. Anyway. So so I posted this picture from AI. It's AI slop, but it was, remember Chris Van Hollen is this Maryland Democrat senator, and he got all upset because of this illegal gangster that got deported to El Salvador, and he was so upset. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, his name is Kilmar. You know, he goes down as this like lunch with Kilmar. It's like he ignores all of his constituents. He's just got his heart beating out of his chest for a face-tattooed gangster. And so I tweeted, I said, Senator Van Hollen's heart wants what his heart wants. It's a nice little picnic, romantic picnic, some flowers, some wine. And Kestrel Quill Pen says, personally, I'd much rather be gay than be Michael Knowles. Or wait, I am gay. Wait, never mind. Okay, I'd rather take part in a gay T4T sex pile. What's a T4T? I don't want to know. Whatever T4T is, I don't want to know. And be Michael, well, obviously, I would. Why is that even a question? Okay, forget the witticisms. Too long, didn't read. I'm gay AF, and Michael is a total. See you next Tuesday as usual. Okay. It's funny, because often my beloved fans like this, usually they'll call me gay. Be like, Michael, you know, he drinks the martini, tap dances on the desk, he wears his sweaters and jackets are a little too nice. He's a fanook.
You are gay.
And so that's usually how but this one he's saying, no. The guy says, I'd rather be gay than be Michael. So he's calling me, so I don't actually, these letters aren't that bad. They're saying I'm like a psycho killer. I'm too straight. I don't know, I'll take it, man. It's weird. I go on Twitter and I just get pummeled all day. Or it depends on if I'm featured on someone else's YouTube channel, I just get pummeled. Or I get these nasty emails, sometimes threatening to kill me. I go on Reddit, it's all kind of nice. But they think they're being mean, but they're actually being nice. Forget about YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and TV. I'm gonna be a Reddit man now. Milady, get me a fedora. See you next time.